Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner shocked fans when they announced their divorce in September 2023. Now, Access Hollywood is breaking down the pair's love story and unexpected split. The Jonas Brothers singer and the Game of Thrones star were first linked in 2016 when Sophie was 20 years old. In 2019, Sophie told Harper's Bazaar UK how they connected back then, saying, "We had a lot of mutual friends, and they'd been trying to introduce us for a long time. We were following each other on Instagram, and he direct messaged me one fine day out of the blue." She went on to recount their first date on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon in May 2022.
When did you realize, you go, oh, I think I'm gonna marry Joe Jonas?
I mean, the first night I met him, I remember, like, he left my apartment, and it may have been the alcohol, but, like, he left.
What was it? What was the apartment? You just came over for a date?
He didn't come over. No, I'm not that forward. We went out and we hung out at a bar with, like, all my friends and all his friends, and then they all came back to my apartment, and we had drinks after.
Yeah.
And I remember him leaving, and I just, like, wept. I wept to my brother. I was like, I love this man so much. And I knew, right? And that was it.
That's who you knew, yeah. We know Joe Jonas as Joe Jonas, a smooth guy. You know, he's got a lot of game. But then you just told me something backstage. I had to call him out on it. What did he say to you? You said, like...
So on this first date, he was like, you know, do you ever get told... He was, like, leading me into this, okay?
Yeah.
He goes, like, oh, do you ever get told you look like, you know, a young celebrity? And I was like, oh, yes, sometimes, but why'd you ask? And he goes, well, I get young George Clooney all the time. And I was like, no, you don't.
That's such a funny move.
No, you don't.
You don't. No, you don't. That's hilarious that he would do that.
I know. And then I told him, well, I get young boy George all the time.
In January 2017, Sophie made their relationship Instagram official, posting a photo of Joe smoking a cigar on the back of a boat and writing Miami Days. In October of that year, the now former couple announced their engagement, sharing a photo of their hands linked with Sophie's donning a stunning diamond ring. She said yes, Joe captioned the post on Instagram, with Sophie writing I said yes on her page. 1 year later, they made their red carpet debut at Louis Vuitton's Paris Fashion Week show. Joe and the Do Revenge actress tied the knot in 2019 in 2 ceremonies, one in a surprise Las Vegas ceremony after that year's Billboard Music Awards, and then a more formal wedding in France that summer. What happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas, though. In May 2021, Joe looked back at their Nevada celebration with Access.
Speaking of photos, your wife recently posted some of from your wedding. We had a very similar wedding because we ended up in the pool the same way you all ended up in the pool. That's how you know it's a good wedding. People aren't going to forget.
That is an expensive dry cleaning bill, but worth it. There was a pool attached to our Vegas hotel room, and we just ran right into the pool, and somebody captured those great photos that we now have hung in our house. But I think it's kind of a must. If you're getting married, if you find a body of water, just hop in.
Just for the photo. You're exactly right. They're the best pics.
They're
I agree.
so sexy. I like that they're hanging in your house.
In July 2020, they gave birth to their first daughter, Willa. Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas are delighted to announce the birth of their baby, they said in a statement at the time. In November of that year, Access spoke to Joe's brother, Nick Jonas, and he shared his excitement for his new niece.
Joe, as a papa, you get to be an uncle again. How much love is surrounded in this family? I know it's hard times. We can't always see each other, but how great is it to know that that's happening for him now too?
Wonderful. I mean, as far as their thing, they've been selective in how much they want to talk about it, and it's obviously their thing to speak about. But I'm thrilled for them, and it's a wonderful thing to just see the family grow.
In September 2021, the X-Men Dark Phoenix star opened up about her desire to move permanently back to the UK, telling LUK, "We're very lucky to live in Miami. We have good weather and live by the water," she said, adding, "I really love living in America, but for my mental health, I have to be around my friends and my family. And also for my daughter, I would love her to get the education and school life that I was so lucky to have." England would ideally be the final destination, but Joe might take quite a bit of convincing. The duo were never shy when it came to marking their milestones for each other online, whether it be anniversaries or fun birthday tributes, like Joe did in October 2021 when he took to TikTok to share a sweet video with the star for their 5th anniversary of being together. 5 years of knowing this one, he captioned the clip. Joe even reportedly called the Jonas Brothers' emotional song Hesitate a love story to his wife. In July 2022, they welcomed their second daughter, whose name they have yet to share. In a rare interview with LUK published just weeks earlier, Sophie revealed they were expecting baby number 2, telling the publication, "It's what life is about for me, raising the next generation," she said. "The greatest thing in life is seeing my daughter go from strength to strength. We're so excited to be expanding the family. It's the best blessing ever." Access Hollywood spoke to the Little Bird singer in September 2022, just weeks after their youngest was born, and he shared how parenthood has impacted him.
I work harder to take more time off in my life now. I want to be able to be very present. And even at home, I think the biggest change is like even small things that I could do. I've deleted social media pretty much off my phone, and I'll re-download it if I want to post something or to re-delete it. And I still use it, but I'm able to be like present at home and be present when I'm around my friends and family, most importantly. I really love that. And those small little things go a long way. And if I'm at home and doing Zooms, I try to do it during a window where it's just me time. And so it's quite nice. And so it's changed me a lot. I think it's made me for the better. And ultimately, as a bandmate, you're a little bit more emotional with these songs that you're writing and the things you're going through, the stories you're telling and you want to share, and the relations that you have around you.
Despite announcing they have called it quits, the A-listers seemed to show a united front just days before their split went public. On August 14, 2023, Sophie posted photos on Instagram from the Jonas Brothers show at Yankee Stadium. Then on September 6th, the Sucker singer and Sophie each posted a brief statement to Instagram confirming the end of their marriage, writing, "Statement from the two of us. After 4 wonderful years of marriage, we have mutually decided to amicably end our marriage. There are many speculative narratives as to why, but truly this is a united decision, and we sincerely hope that everyone can respect our wishes for privacy, for us and our children." The Jonas Brothers singer filed for divorce 1 day earlier, Access Hollywood confirmed. They appeared to be planning for joint custody, with the papers stating, "It is in the best interests of the minor children that the parties have shared parental responsibility. In addition, the Another Me actress and her estranged husband intend to uphold their prenuptial agreement." As rumors continued to swirl, Joe took the stage with his brothers and fellow bandmates on September 9th and urged fans not to believe everything they hear, alluding to the drama surrounding his and Sophie's breakup.
If you don't hear from these lips, don't do me, okay?